What are you waiting for?
Come join the Geek Drunk Nation. Sup? Sup, peoples? Welcome to the Geek Drums Nation party nation. I mean,
And Darren has been, what is it, captured by his job.
yes. Once
Just
again, Darren has been captured by his job. Man, so it's hard to rescue him every week, but we're
Oh
determined.
man, yeah, rip, yo, R.I.P. to Ray Stevenson. Oh
Yeah,
man, that hurt me earlier.
unexpected, very, very unexpected.
I didn't even know this until recently that he played on Thor, like he was the funny,
Yeah, he was the big one,
yeah, the funny big one.
Yeah.
and he gonna be in Ahsoka in August. I'm just like, dang, that's the last thing we get to see. They might have to. I don't know now what they gonna do with his character. They gonna have to recast or something.
Probably a recast. More than likely, it's gonna be a recast.
Sad.
Very, 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 very sad. So guys, today this is the last stream. This is like the last actual stream before the Flash is gone forever. You know,
You had everyone on their seats, with the poor choice of timing words. This is the last stream ever.
no, it's crazy. It's crazy like that. That's like that we're saying that that's crazy to me. The Flash is officially over after Wednesday. Um, how do y'all feel about that? Like let's just start out with that. Like the
I feel,
Flash
yeah.
is coming to an end. It's
I
crazy to
feel
think
like
about.
Eric Wallace purposely made us hate the final season, so we're like more at ease when it ends. Like, you want us to miss it or hate it?
I would hope he wouldn't be that petty. What about you, Ty?
Um, I'm sad. I mean, even though the season been bad, this has been a part of my weekly routine for what 9 years now. Like I was 21, now I'm 30. Like it's crazy that it's ending. Just I wish it would end it with a better season.
Yeah. For me, like this has always been like my comfort show. I honestly, I seeing the seeing like the first set photos. I remember me not being like convinced or whatever. Like my wife had to convince me to like get into the Arrowverse because I was like nothing's gonna top. In my mind, I was like nothing's gonna top Smallville and stuff like that. So I didn't
It
even
still
give
has.
Arrow a fair chance. I didn't give Arrow a fair chance at first, but like
I didn't
I,
either.
I honestly I can say I love these shows and the Flash the most. Like it's gonna be crazy next week tuning in. It's like
So what do we talk
all you
about?
got is Superman and Lois. I'm like, oh,
You
like
Gotham Knights.
got
I don't even watch it, so
like the Flash being gone is crazy, but they're going out on their own terms, and hopefully this finale is something crazy. Hopefully,
y'all gotta stop egging me on in the comments. I know my Heat been killing. You know,
Hmm.
we play tomorrow. I hope they sweep. I hope they win. I'm
Ooh,
waiting
I
for.
hope they sweep. I hope they win too.
I hope the Lakers get sweep tonight, so I can make
Yeah,
fun of all my LeBron and fan friends.
I
Because
almost
I'm
felt
not a LeBron fan.
I almost had a similar crash that Lance had a few weeks ago. I almost got T-boned earlier on today. Yeah, on my side, not not the passenger side, my side.
Oh
So
dang!
I would
I
have
was about
been
to say.
instantly dead
Yikes!
because the truck was literally like above my full car, like it's that high up. So
That's
I would
crazy.
I would have been dead. Luckily, I saw him before I crossed over the halfway point of the road. So I slammed on my brakes, and he saw me, and he slammed on his, and so crisis averted.
Were you doing a lot of cussing?
Oh, if he honked, I would have done a lot of cussing because he was the one that effed up.
Understandable, understandable.
Because
Uh,
because I saw the big semi truck, right, and it was turning where I was pulling out. So he didn't want to wait for the guy to turn. So what does he do? He switches lanes last second while I'm already in the middle of the road. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and speeding. He was going like 50 on a 35.
do you need me to handle that?
Uh, you can't jump cities. I mean states. I'll get there.
You can't tell me what I can and can't do. Okay, I'll make some things happen. Now, it may be impossible for me to find the actual car, but
It's a truck.
that, sir, and this is just an alert for like the chat as a whole. I am literally running off of 1 hour of sleep that I just got an hour ago.
Busy day.
Yes, I was had to be a husband yesterday. So my wife wasn't feeling well, so I was tending to her and making sure she was all good. And hospitals are slow, so
Oh damn.
yeah. Yeah, she had a real bad case of strep throat that came like out of nowhere. Hit her like a ton of bricks. So
Here like a freight train.
yeah,
What
and
is coming in about now?
I have to be up at work at 3 o'clock. So I literally went from the hospital to the house to drop them back off, and then left right back out to work. So you try unloading the truck all day on no sleep.
No, I've done it before when I was working at Amazon. Worst
Oh
experience.
yeah. I'm like, I've never just been awake for basically 2 days straight, trying to catch little cat naps that didn't do anything. But you get those random bursts of energy. Just ain't happening right now. I thought the nap would have worked, but the nap made it worse. but but I am excited to talk about DCTV. We got a lot of different interviews. They've been like, I'm not to say that I'm not grateful, but like they've been beating us over the head with like flash interviews and like saying goodbye, and it's just like it's making me sadder.
Yeah, and then telling us that you were trying to leave like 3 seasons ago.
Yeah, but I mean, I already figured Grant had
Yeah,
been trying to leave. Under
and we already know
Understandably
Candace
so.
was trying to get up out of there
I,
too.
yeah, I didn't know Candace, but the breaks that she was taking in between seasons, it does make sense. So I don't know why you're letting it bother you this much.
I forgot all about it until I just saw that.
Like I don't know why
I
you're
did.
letting it send your blood pressure up, dog. Like
Let's just call it what it is.
if it
Next
gets
up, not
renewed,
CW.
if it gets renewed, it gets renewed. If it doesn't, it doesn't at this point.
The fact that Gotham Knights actually might get renewed over it is actually crazy.
That
Yes.
gives me. A
We all knew that Superman and Lois is like extremely expensive.
But it's just
So
the thought of it, man. Like quality
yeah.
wise, I'm just like,
Yeah.
no.
Let
and
me see. Let me go through some of these comments.
did you see what Andy posted about uh the years of 1 year being like CW is like we're still in the superhero business, and now
No, you already
Yep.
it's
know. Who's
not
the score? Let's
profitable.
go.
They're just crazy to think about. Like it seemed like the show just started. I'm going to. I saw like a couple people like on Facebook and Twitter talking about they're gonna watch the show from the beginning, like in tandem with Arrow and stuff. And it's crazy to think like at one point in time, it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we had DCTV. Like we had a superhero show on every night on the CW.
At least two.
At least two. Hey, it's crazy.
Oh,
That
so
era, that
sad.
era, that was like it was Black Lightning on Mondays. Tuesdays was Flash and Flash or Legends of Tomorrow or Flash and Arrow.
It was
Wednesdays
Flash and Legends.
Wednesdays was just Arrow until they moved their day to like Thursday, but Legends was
Yeah,
Thursday. Like Supergirl was on Sundays.
with
And then
Batwoman.
with Batwoman, like you literally had DCTV Sunday through Thursday, like you had DCTV. And now
Back in the day, do you know what Friars was called?
no.
It was called the death sentence because every time a show goes on Friday,
Oh well,
it's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
canceled or concluded.
No,
Yeah, that was
what's
the
gonna
death
call it?
slot.
Vampire Diaries is on Fridays.
Vampire Diaries is on Thursdays.
90. Well,
No, they
yeah,
did end up moving it to Fridays though.
Yeah.
But that was probably when it was about to end.
But
yeah,
like
the
the
death
fact that
sword
CW had like content. Like they had primetime content. They never had a dull moment. Even the crappy shows that they had, they still had their fan bases. And when a CW show had a fan base, it has a fan base. There's no denying that. Like with anything. That's why the new regime that came in and took over, it's just crazy. Like they wiped it clean. Talking about superhero shows don't work in linear television.
It's
That's
been
all this
working.
network ran off of for years. I don't. I will never understand that statement. I will never understand that. I will never be okay with that.
All they had
And
to do
for
was say if they didn't want to run superhero shows anymore, that's all they had to say.
Exactly.
we're a boring network now.
Right. Like we want to cater to old people, even though all of the shows they're bringing in has more of a
They're
younger
making
audience.
it.
But okay,
They're making their statement that it's approximately 55-year-olds watching
That's
CW.
dumb.
They're
And that is
making
going to
it
be
by
It's going to be approximately nobody working there.
yeah, because the only actual scripted show that'll be on in the fall is what, All American.
If the writer's strike is over with.
Yeah,
If the writer's strike is over with. And that's a big if. Like this go like guys, this thing is bigger than just a CW. A lot of these shows, Fox didn't drop a fall lineup. NBC did not drop a fall lineup because they can't guarantee one. A lot of these networks are holding off on their like actual fall renewals. Like even show like the Rookie spinoff did not get picked back up yet because they aren't sure of the writer's strike. They don't want to pick something up, but you don't have a writer for it. It's just like it was back in 2007. This writer strike is going to kill a lot of stuff. Let's see, Ben 10 big. Hey, that's true. On the bright side, they are getting
yeah.
the ending. Yep.
Mhm.
It's not the show's job to wrap up the Arrowverse.
Yeah.
It's their job first to wrap up their own story. All good things come to an end, Mayada. Nothing goes on forever, except for Grey's Anatomy, apparently.
What they on season 85?
18, but Law and
Christ.
Order is
NCIS
on
too.
Good
season 9.
lord.
Uh, Grey's Anatomy. I mean, what? Law and Order
NCIS
is
is
like
on,
on season 25.
and NCIS is on like season 21.
That's because a
But
lot of older and younger people watch those shows.
Yep.
It's just
NCIS LA is on its final season, season 14, and I think it
Uh,
just aired.
Kato said cool story about your accident. Yes, I did hear. That's not surprising. She
I'm actually curious how that would have turned out.
like Arrow season 8,
I mean, it was good though.
but it's just the way that if her honestly the way that she was treated, I don't blame her.
Yeah, I would have been left. Like
Yeah.
I get it. Most likely we won't see Cisco in this finale, so
Nope.
sadness. Oh my gosh.
Why is my mouse not?
We gonna get Caitlyn for like 5 minutes.
Wait, where's Darren? Darren is in a place
He's in the
called
dungeon.
called
He's with
Happy Work
Legends and captured by his
Happy
work.
Workland. His boss straps him to the hood of a Prius and told him, "Hey, you don't move until you wrangle all these carts."
He's in Cancun.
So yeah, he's yeah.
Apparently, she was late.
It's okay, Kata. Next time. Next week is going to be when we like really deep dive in on like the Flash. So if you got any specific favorite seasons, we're gonna talk about that like Monday. So yeah, y'all come with it. Chat, come with it. You got any like specific things that you want to nitpick and talk about? Y'all let me know. We'll discuss it. Then Monday is going to be a primarily Flash themed stream in honor of the show.
The Flash.
Getting that
The Flash.
going out on that moment of silence and whatnot.
Yo, they're
The
filming
final
House of
run.
Dragons. Oh, season
I
2 of
work-
House of the Dragon filming right now.
I hope they don't need no script rewrites.
I think their stuff was done beforehand. Like I think it was interviews saying that they was writing it alongside of like when season 1 was airing, something like that. Like they got renewed after the first episode aired, so they had time. That was back in like July.
I think it's pronounced Julie.
Like it's people that's like on site seeing stuff, and I'm just like, oh.
And
I'm
March
hyped
is
now.
pronounced Mark.
Marchiche. It would be Marchiche. Apparently my wife might join me on Monday. I don't know.
Oh. I literally just got a alert from Emergency Awesome with House of the Dragon season 2 stuff.
Oh
That's
God.
kind of funny.
Emergency awesome. What is he saying? That real dragons are gonna come crashing through your roof? He loves clickbait.
Do he clickbait? I don't never see him clickbait. Maybe that's just me.
He clickbaits a lot.
Oh, I never see it, so I don't.
It's not why they're trying to rush out, but when you do a role for so long, um, it's just wanting to move on, wanting to explore different things. Your life changes. You never stick with the same role for forever. It's specific instances where you do, and it's experiences with the company and with the different studios. You aren't always treated equal. It's a lot of things that they will never outright say, but yeah, it's a lot of things that go into decisions like this, and especially Candace. Since she put out that tell all. I mean, we see how she was treated, so I don't blame her for not wanting to keep going, and she didn't necessarily have to. I don't blame her. She wasn't even able to redo her schedule to show up in more episodes that she wanted to show up in for the past 2 seasons. That's bogus. They just decided to rewrite the story and just have her be absent or vanished for a majority of it.
And Grant has a kid and a wife, so it will pull a live strain of not being with your kid and wife, watching those moments like walking stuff like
Yep.
that you miss. So it pulls a lot of mental strain on the brain. So it's nice that he's
Comments
finally
from
going to spend time with him.
yeah, and he's getting a lot of quality time now.
Yeah.
And plus, the pandemic put a lot of things in perspective for people as well. I mean, look at Chris.
It's it's
Cuz took the
apparently
easy. He took the easy way out. He said, "You know what? I'm just not gonna renew my contract at all." Justin, you have another comment that I'm going to address real quick because that's not true at all. Um, you know that Superman and Lois season 3 finale ends on a cliffhanger. Yes, and that's really dumb for the CW president to comment and brag on how amazing the cliffhanger is if you don't know if you're gonna renew the show. It
And
just further
especially
proves that he doesn't know what he's doing. Like Next Star has no clue what they're doing.
especially if it get canceled, like especially if it's really good. Nah, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, me too. Laura, yeah, she's doing much better with the antibiotics that they gave her. They're working wonders. Like she's literally, it was like a quick turnaround. She just has to. She's like over the hump of everything. She just has to finish the antibiotics, and she'll be back to 100% to normal and whatnot. Yeah, just a quick scare. We just didn't know what was going on, so it could be worse. We could get a Chegra spinoff instead of Gotham Knights. I might take that.
No, I would pull my eyes out.
no
Flash
the
did
movie, the
Flash
TV
did
show,
hit different. Flash did hit different on Tuesdays.
It did. It really
and
did.
the spinoff, the Allegra and Chester spinoff will be called Trolls.
True. That's true.
I miss
We
Stargirl.
just playing the waiting game, I guess. If they do pick up Superman and Lois, though, I'd be shocked. But apparently, that's like real talks that's happening. So I don't know. Why is my computer alerting me to a video? Alert me that my video has finished processing. That was like last Thursday.
Why do your videos take so long to process? What is going on?
I don't. I think my computer's just glitching. I don't know. This was like, and it's like not even processing on YouTube. This is processing in like the software that I use to edit it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, it been did that because it wouldn't have let me pull it out. It's weird.
Apparently,
Oh, it was on Legends for. I mean, it was on Fridays for a little while. I said it was on Legends.
apparently, we will see Baby Jenna in the Flash finale.
You mean not Baby Jenna? Just
Yeah, she
Jenna.
like what 3 or 4
She
now?
has to be. No, she's
Well,
like
I'm
6.
just reading what it says.
Oh, okay.
The CW wouldn't have been sold if it weren't for COVID.
It's like Baby Yoda. We couldn't get rid of it until it's Grogu.
That honestly does not make sense.
It was a fan name, so Baby Jenna was like it clicked.
COVID and the CW not being profitable do not go hand in hand.
Well, it didn't
This
help.
the CW being sold, it would have still been sold regardless. Because this isn't the first time that the network has shifted hands.
Yeah, it went from WB to half and half.
It also it will not be the last. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Next Star is
And-
going to realize their mistake in killing the network, and it's going to put it further in debt. This may save them a few extra dollars because it shows that they can just keep airing over and over and over again. But at the end of the day, it's not what people want to see.
Yeah, like it's going to be like a
What's up,
rerun
Simulator?
network.
What's up, Kang Vader? To be honest, I'm not too upset if Superman and Lois gets canceled. They refuse to give Jonathan powers, so I'm not sad. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but this show is an Elseworlds take on that story, so of course Jonathan's not going to have powers. I've come to peace with that. I like the take on Jonathan that we're getting. It would have been too obvious if it was Jonathan getting the powers because then we'd be wondering, oh, when is Jordan going to get the powers? Either way it go, in my eyes, we're never going to be satisfied. Uh,
Jesus Christ.
I'm reading both chats. I'm just catching up.
He's like
Uh,
clicking through them like super fast. So apparently we have to have like flash speed and greeting.
yeah, she would have been off world.
Oh, oh, my brain.
They didn't want to connect it to Earth Prime Comics. That's why they didn't want to bring Cisco, which make what?
They didn't want to connect it to Earth Prime Comics. That's why they didn't want to bring
That
Cisco.
doesn't make
Which
any
makes
sense.
At all. They already
no.
connected it to the Earth Prime Comics when they brought in Bloodwork.
Yeah.
Yep.
Carlos Valdez was busy filming another show. He was filming his own show in which he is a lead. They literally tried to get him. His schedule did not allow for it. I don't know where you formulated that in your mind, but yes, Kang, I agree. Rick Cosden's performance has been great, and I missed having him on the show. So
Yeah, because him, Barry, and Nora saved last episode. Just
I hope not. I hope not. Keon is just a problematic character for me.
I told Three Dubs before we went live, I was like, Keon gonna be the reason they win.
I think Keon's going to negate the power in the crystal, and Barry will deliver the final blow.
I don't know. I think it
Are
might
you
just
sure?
be her.
He has never won his final fight.
They can't
Never
just
won.
not, they can't
Never
just
won.
not do it. They can't just not do it.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
I didn't realize this until like DJ Eric pointed out. He
I
has never like
He never
won
won a fight.
I mean
solo.
that's true. That's true, but I mean hey, it's always time for new beginnings.
It's too late.
Yeah. Laura, how would I feel if the Flash ended on season 8? I would have no problem with it because honestly, season eight's finale felt like a good closing point. I always said that. It felt
I
like a good place to close the book.
if Cobalt Blue was the bad guy for the last bit of season 8, then I wouldn't have a problem with season 8. I have a problem with the big bulky suit that Tom Cavanaugh was
Oh yeah, the
wearing.
finale wasn't good, but other than
It
that, season
wasn't
8 was
good,
good.
but it felt like a closing point.
I
Hello,
mean,
Train.
even the flashes. This is the end. I'm like, why do you keep that in if you're reading
Yeah.
it?
I think they should have just did what Arrow did. Like you conclude the story, but then have like one-off episodes or whatever.
The
Never like
simulator. Yes,
callback.
yes, I'm here. I'm catching up on all the. I'm catching up through all the comments. There's a lot of them. Um, honestly, the Flash season out felt. Yeah, I agree. Exactly what Three Dubs just said. See, Three Dubs, they're in your brain. Ragu says it best. Actors don't want to be pigeonholed to one role. They want to challenge themselves with other roles. They want to build up their resume. Exactly. I agree. That's how I feel as an actor. No, I'm just playing. I'm not an actor. What am I talking about? I play drums for money and unload trucks. And
Maybe
I
you're acting
occasionally,
like you're a DC TV fan. Just kidding.
I occasionally strip on the side, but I only do that at the Blue Lagoon
The
corral.
Blue Lagoon.
Yeah. So if you want to come visit me, my name is Sally, Sally Boot Prints. Yeah. Oh wait, Three Dubs. I just noticed. Do you have your Wi-Fi back? Is your Wi-Fi back?
I don't have a wifey.
I said a Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. I don't have
Did
one
you
of
get
those.
back with Cox? Or
Nope. I
oh,
got CenturyLink now.
oh sweet. I'm glad you got rid of Cox because that was weird when you used to just tell us, yeah, I have Cox.
I would like to be with Courtney Cox. Just kidding.
Um,
Hey,
Also, I do hope they connect it to the Earth Prime comics and brings Caitlyn or not do her some respect. Give her a funeral like they did with Frostlight. It's is connected with the Earth Prime comics.
did you read them?
What is your obsession with the Earth Prime comics? It is connected. The whole Bloodworth thing connected to that.
Rewatch episode 9 of season
Yeah.
9, just to be clear.
Yeah, literally.
Justin, that would be terrible.
I would laugh. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. Candice Patton felt burnt out, and she gives a tell-all in the Elliot Knight podcast. Knight played the OG Don Hall in Titans. Yeah, a paycheck is a paycheck, but what's the point of getting a paycheck if you're not happy
Oh, that comment just kind of triggered me. Whoa.
and you're phoning it in? You don't want your actors phoning it in.
Arrow season 4 is better than the Flash season 7 and 9.
Whoa.
They're all equally bad. I can't put one over the other. I'm sorry.
James Cornelius Gunn has commented. So this week's Flash was awful because of Cecile. I will not say that it's awful, but I will not say that it was amazing. I gave the episode a 7 out of 10.
It was
Only because if you take the Cecile stuff out, which I mean, if we're being completely honest, the Cecile stuff it made no sense. You're mad about something that your future self does, just
so
don't
stupid.
don't do it. Secondly,
Stupid.
you're in your future self's body, so you give your future self, you name your future self. Does your future self remember that because you remember that?
Listen, she don't have to. She's the sorceress supreme now.
I'm like, it causes like a whole lot of headaches and timeliney, whiny stuff. Also, her 80-year-old body, either way it goes, like I don't think you should be forcing yourself inside your body because like what if she leaves and then like old Cecile body has like a stroke or something
And dies like on the spot.
Yeah,
First of
like,
all, she wasn't even 80. She couldn't have been 80. There's no way.
first of all,
She looked younger than Iris.
nobody looked old. Like no, Allegra looked old.
She looked older, yeah. Iris looked old.
Yeah, Cecile, I say it, and everybody will say I was wilding out on Twitter last week, but I say it again. Eric Wallace has to be beating those cheeks, getting kisses on the side or something. It's something. It makes no sense that she's like this important to him.
And they wasted money on a costume that we probably only gonna see what that
was probably it. Because if they can do that, then pump all the other stuff. You could have gave Wally a new suit.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. They could have just gave Wally a new one. Like, oh my god.
Don't tell me that the reason why Wally didn't get a new suit is because you were saving money for a one-off suit.
Still, bro, I'm telling you.
And it still it backfires
Oh
because
my
Virtue is literally a LGBTQ plus character.
Yeah.
So when people find that out, that's going to trigger them more that you took a character's name and gave it to somebody else instead of making Cecile her own character. Furthermore, you still have Cecile going out to fight crime in the future
Like
with
why?
no code name, no suit, just out there like, hey, girl,
And
lady in black.
There's a better name for Banshee.
Mind mental mistress,
Crazy
Psyduck.
lady.
mind melder.
Psyduck. I'm telling you, that's her name.
It's
Emotional intrusion.
it's just dumb. Like other than that, the episode was great. The stuff with Nora and Jessica Parker Kennedy, she killed it. Like
Except
she
for that
made-
blonde wig.
They did my girl dirty with that blonde wig.
No,
oh my
and
god.
that's the other thing. The negative speed force is like and don't worry, guys. I'm gonna get back to the chat. I'm not skipping anybody's comments. You know, that's mainly what today is gonna be about because we only had one show. And I don't want to speculate about like Superman and Lois or anything because Superman and Lois is gonna blow our minds. So Um, so I lost my thought. Geez, I'm getting old, and I'm half asleep. So, uh, Nora, the negative speed force is supposed to be all knowing and all encompassing, right? You mean to tell me the negative speed force doesn't know how genetics works? Because it's no way in the world you will sit here and convince me that Iris and Eddie's child would look exactly like Barry
Ma-
and Iris's child, just in a
Right.
horrible blonde wig.
what
That
if
does not make sense.
I have a cool theory. What if Eddie is actually the twin brother of Barry that he didn't know about?
That would be so forced.
Yeah, that would be forced.
Well, Rick Wallace
And
was.
they still are not identical twins, so your kids would still not look that much alike. That still don't make sense. And I'm glad Barry's the one that put two and two together with Eddie and what's going on with the tachyons flooding the house and all of that other stuff. But he still doesn't say how long he's been here, when did the Speed Force spit you out, because now you have to go along with the fact of Joe and Cecilia, you sold him this house. How long has he been living in this house?
That's hilarious.
It's
just now
it's
brought
still
that
weird.
up.
Right? It's still weird. Now, what I will say is this man showed up full riz to Iris's house, who I find it hilarious that she was just reading in the dark, but then again, she is old. He
But in the
showed up.
dark though.
He showed up. I remember you keep a key under the door.
Yeah, that was weird.
First of all, Iris, why do you still do that? Secondly, it's the future. You guys really still have like regular keyholes in 2049?
And technically, isn't that Bart and Nora's house?
No,
Well,
they never said that Iris does not live there. Nora lives somewhere else, but I highly believe that she comes to watch Bart. Although I find it hilarious, like Bart's 18 and he still needs Nora to watch her. I mean,
because
watch
he's
him.
in the
I
impulse.
mean, listen,
He's
the
impulsive.
way he just be acting on impulse, yeah, you gotta keep an eye on him.
So, it was really dumb that they did not mention him at all, and they did not take a real family photo. They just used that family photo of them from season 5 and just edited it. They put him in the corner of it. That's a nitpick though, but yeah,
No, but it's valid though, because why didn't they just take a picture like last season or season 7? Like, it's not like he wasn't around.
they had enough time to film him in a dumb pose like this. Don't get me started on that because I'm like, first of all, the
Listen, the
Bart in the
costume.
comics was like 8.
Yeah, he was like 8. Yeah,
Like that pose does not work for for an 18-year-old. Okay, so, but still, it's weird, guys. It's weird that he focuses so much on these side characters. Like honestly, I could have dealt with Chester and Allegra. Um, you guys have been married for so long, you're still saying Babe and Chuck. You don't have any better pet names by now. That means you don't have chemistry. Meaning you should have never got married in the first place. Chuck, your superhero outfit for her it was just became like an all white leather suit.
she had a suit on.
And I just assumed that was her super
I thought
suit.
that was just a regular outfit.
No,
I'm not even gonna
that wasn't
lie.
her super suit because the one that we're going to see is in the present, probably.
My thing is, does Cecile get her?
She get her suit from this moment.
She literally did the emblem again. The whole, seeing the Flash with the white emblem. Are we getting the idea from this, or are we actually creating it?
Nah, she got the idea from seeing her future self. Yo, oh my goodness.
This
It
live
does not
stream.
make sense, and they don't have literally. They do not have time to be doing this. Like literally, time it does not allow for this. Like it does not make sense whatsoever that they have time for this. You know what else doesn't make sense? The only speed that they have left is reserved for the Allen family. Basically, is what they're saying, right?
Yeah.
How do you, Jay? Where are you getting your speed from? Unless they say that Barry shared some of his speed with me, say it or we see it done. That doesn't make sense. Jay is not an Allen family member. So he should not have speed. Maybe that's why we don't see him in the final battle, because he gets knocked out early. We've never seen Reverse Flash against Jay. We've never seen Zoom fully against Jay. Like, we've never seen this fight.
We've never seen Superman versus Reverse Flash either.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that would have been so dope.
Yeah.
But we also could have seen the fully unhinged version of like not held back version of Clark from the original timeline that Thawne is from. And I guarantee you that Tyler would have worn like the classic like trunks out. Don't get me started on what we could have
wouldn't
had.
have been nerfed
Ralph
either.
suit.
Yeah. But it's certain things that I want to see, but I might let it. I'm just glad to see John Wesley Shipp one last time suited up as Jay Garrick. He is a treasure. How they're gonna make this work, I don't know. Basically, the only two speedsters that should technically have speed, from what the show has told us, should be Jay. I mean, no, not Jay. Should be Barry and Nora.
I also don't.
Which doesn't make sense because Barry rebirthed the Speed Force. Hey, Train. He should generate it as he runs. Honestly, and I told my this too. Like, a lot of people may have been upset about the fight, but if that's the negative Speed Force, he was holding his own as much as he could. Because
well, also he wasn't trying to hurt Nora either.
He exactly, he wasn't trying to hurt Nora, but at the same time, his power was being drained and negated. So he held his own a lot longer than I expected him to. Now, when
that
she
fight was cool.
When she used the whip and threw Buddy first, that was insult
tough.
to injury.
You
through an entire building, you smack another one, and then you fall on a bus stop. I said, bro, you gotta have some broken bones. That's why.
Yeah. That's why he was down so long.
That's why I'm like, okay,
he healed
it made
in the Flash.
It made sense. I would have been okay with Cecile showing up and delivering like a mind whammy blast. It's just what they decided to do with her.
She Doctor Strange too.
Yeah, like what they decided to do with her. I said, what the?
Yeah, that's why I commented under the video. I was like, she's now the Sorceress Supreme.
Honestly, if Cecile just showed up and just stopped her normally somehow, brain blasted her with something, I would have been cool. Use your telepathy and telekinesis and throw a brick at Cuz.
She could have pulled the Professor X and just
exactly. We already had to wrap our mind around Keon pulling a Thanos snap last week. Okay. Now Keon can just literally, Cecile can just literally walk up to people. And what's crazy is
they're stronger.
Can she do that? Can she do that in her present day body?
Oh God.
Or is that just her future body? Because if it's just her future body, that does not make sense how she knew to do that.
Yeah.
And the fact that they also pulled the X-Men Days of Future Past of
they Kitty Pryde. They Kitty Pryde, dude. Like, what was that?
That makes sense with her powers. I let that slide because I'm like, okay, mental powers. Okay, I'll let that slide. They've always taken inspiration. Marvel and DC, they've always taken inspiration from each other.
But not copying word for
not copying. Yeah, like literally, it was kind of almost like scene for scene. I was just like, really,
whole, like astral projection of taking out Peter Parker's body from his body.
It was literally reversed in different color.
Let me address it. Now, James Gunn, I have not, and you can go back to the after parties over there on air before I started doing my own content. I call the shows out on ABS regardless. I'm not going to be. No, I'd never forgive that. It does, like, some things just do not make sense.
Yeah.
like I tried to be nice because I honestly do love the show, but the stuff with Cecile is just too much to wrap your mind around at times. Like wait till you hear us talk about Fast X, bro.
No,
I'm
I
tearing
haven't.
You
I
should.
haven't. I haven't
I
seen it.
told
I
you.
haven't seen it.
I'm
I
tearing that
told you,
movie
leave your
apart.
brain right at the door.
I haven't seen it because I'm not spending my money on that movie.
That was my mistake to not leave
I've
my
been
brain at the door.
You can't enjoy it unless you leave your brain right at the door.
That was my fault. I brought my brain with me, and like the stuff that they do. Vin Diesel can went the whole movie without getting a scratch on him.
He's Captain America on
Bro
wheels.
drove a car through fire
What?
with his son in it.
He's Human Torch on wheels.
Down the side of a river
A
dam, or
dam.
whatever that
Dam,
whatever that
yeah.
is.
He's Aquaman on wheels.
And then what's her name? Was complaining about Marvel movies.
Yeah, bro.
The
don't
one
get me-
thing that I can't like comprehend about Fast X is Gal Gadot, her whole appearance of not being scratched the f up from a previous movie where she dies.
I mean, it's been a minute though.
Ham was blown up, so
Well, he had a way out, and he came with scratches.
Letty was dead too.
Yeah, she
Letty
was.
came with scratches.
And she
She
came back
is
to life. For her.
perfect. Like her whole body
It's been a few years though,
Yeah.
which makes me think Elena's not really dead.
She got shot in the head, right?
Who
Yeah,
cares?
yeah,
And
well, yeah, but people have been blown up by cars, so yeah.
this is a movie where Vin Diesel can step on a parking garage and crumble it.
I really
Him
hope
and The
they don't-
Rock beat each other up with gigantic wrenches.
I
Oh,
believe,
yeah.
I'll believe this if
Yo.
they can put Paul Walker back in the movie.
No, I would be pissed if they did that.
Yeah, but
He can't
trust
come
me.
back.
Trust me. When the time comes, we're gonna tear that apart. We're gonna tear that apart.
I'll go see it.
What's
but
up, Mercenary?
I don't know if I want to.
It's a fun movie. Just leave your brain.
It's a fun
at the
movie.
door.
Yeah. Just leave your brain at home.
I might watch it on bootleg or something, man. Listen.
Oh, Joe is in a wheelchair drooling in 2049.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, why is she mad that she's not spending time with Jenna? Ain't Jenna like 30?
Why is Jenna still living? Well, in this universe, you do still live with your parents till you're like 40, apparently. So
And
I
does
mean,
she
listen,
have
I
any
mean, Iris
economy?
did not. Iris
the
did not move
economy
out
didn't
till
get
she
any
got with
better,
Eddie.
though.
So
The
Iris
economy
didn't
Doesn't
move
she
didn't
out.
have
get any
like
better.
powers?
I mean, as long as she doing something, she working. And she doing. I mean, they could possibly own the land. I don't know where they at.
But I did like the Watchtower name drop. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
I mean, but Supergirl did it first.
Well,
Yeah,
this one's in
but-
space,
Yeah, this one's in space.
It's just so convenient that Barry's always
and
there.
the message can get there for 24 hours.
Well, at least with
Darkseid
him,
destroy the Earth if he
Yeah.
timed it perfectly.
Exactly.
but he can't fly though. So him like taking a spaceship or something up, back and forth, that makes sense. But
I
having
guarantee you
Supergirl
he
in them,
uses instant transmission.
no, Cecile could probably do it.
Oh God, she's gonna be shooting out. Cecile is shooting out Kamehameha blasts.
Cecile, like,
Confirmed.
If she do that in the
Darkseid
finale,
within one punch.
if she sent like a power wave or something in this finale, I'm walking off. I swear.
Technically, she could actually, if her powers are mental, she could actually like put thoughts into Grant Gus, the Flash's head up in the watchtower, so it's an instant kind of message. Hey, get down here! Your self disappeared.
if it was Eddie for a full season, it wouldn't have worked.
I don't think that would have worked.
I
Yeah,
don't think Eddie for a full season would have worked.
because you would have had to add like flashbacks, and we already saw his past, which was season 1. So
And
it's
that's even less Barry. So
yeah,
the same
it
way
was,
with
it was already
same way a Reverse Flash origin story wouldn't work. Because
No, that would have worked because there would
No.
only been like 1 or 2 episodes.
No, people want a season long arc of that.
Oh no, you can't do a season long of that. But like a couple episodes,
Yeah.
yeah, like a couple of the interlude episodes could have been.
We
Yeah.
got
The
a
origin
full
story.
circle, kind of. So it was nice to see, like, it would have been better than the episode 6
Listen,
if we had like a origin of Reverse Flash.
I mean, there is no love to give Zoom, Savitar, Thawne, or Godspeed. Also, can we talk about how Godspeed is just like rizzed up now?
he looked
Like,
jacked. I was like, what the
and
hell?
like he fits the suit.
And
was
also
eating.
he
He was
has a
preparing for this role.
he's like he's been in prison for a very long time, so he grew out his beard.
Oh yeah,
He
he ain't got
looks
nothing else.
badass. So yeah, Darren was acting.
Yeah, at least he
Taj
clipped mine from the
wasn't.
actual reaction.
Taj was full
Darren had to do that off the
his
cuff.
his reaction was genuine. Darren was acting.
What did I miss? I'm just scrolling through the images. I'll just see that. I'm like,
Was
what
that
is-
when y'all were on
Yeah,
the live with
you see the new intro that I did?
Oh, that's in there.
Yeah, it's in there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, you totally missed that.
I was twerking to the music. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was actually dancing.
Yeah, the finale was kind of whack.
I mean, but that's like literally ripped straight from the comics.
It was still whack.
I don't think, and if you think, I'm not saying it wasn't whack, but if you think Eric Wallace hates violence, and he literally had Thawne walking through the streets killing, I don't know how many people, women and children included. Yeah,
I don't know
That's
how he
not-
hate violence. He just had Barry through a building,
yeah.
crashed into
I
another
will
building.
never understand why people say that. Like that
Oh
was
my gosh!
how many story drop? Like
Didn't Wally phase his hand through his chest and actually kill him? Like, what
Yeah.
are we talking about?
We're not going to
Oh,
kill
God.
off the main character in the finale, but it's not the finale.
There's no pep talks to give any of these people. You want to know why? Godspeed is just a nut from the future who creates clones of himself because he's bored. Zoom is just a nut from the future. No, Zoom is just a nut from another Earth.
But is that
Yeah,
is
because
he from
yeah,
another Earth
because-
now?
Or
Yes.
another timeline, whatever it is. It could be another Earth they just didn't know at the time. I
Yeah,
think they're
they
just
didn't know.
retconning that. So it's still from another Earth. He's just a nut. Like he's a psychopath. There is no pep talks to give them. Let's see who else. Savitar,
Avatar.
a nutty version of Barry, who's butthurt that his the people he
Pizza
thought
face.
were his real friends told him, "No, go home, Roger." Bro, why would you think they would let you stay? You literally agreed to be expendable. Now you want friends? Okay, bye, clown.
Two-Face.
Like be serious. And who's left?
Chilling.
Thawne's not. I don't know why Thawne's not gonna let anybody kill Barry but him. Like you're the biggest hater. Like you have the biggest hard on to kill this man, but you literally cannot. Except for the one time that you actually did, and it didn't really screw up much. But you still, that doesn't make sense. You killed Barry, but still brought a version of Barry to be the Reverse Flash. That does not make sense, dog.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Like you can't live without this man. And then Cobalt Blue. Oh God. This man came back from the dead and still was hooked up on the last girl he was with. Like Iris must know how to put it down because she turned this man into a villain because the old version of Iris turned you down, bro. Bro, you're still
Well, we don't know how long he was like that.
You're still early 30s, bro.
We don't know how long.
Iris that's like pushing 50.
But we don't know how long he was like that though.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy to me because the man is literally showing up in our hospital room with flowers like this.
No, he looked like a straight simp. He looked like a straight simp for that, man. I
It
can't.
would be funny if that during that scene the music comes on and it's Mr. Steely Girl.
I can just hear Barry. Eddie,
Like,
Eddie,
yo,
what the hell, man?
What's up with you, bro?
I'm like, Eddie was like, you know what? I went after the wrong version of Iris. That's still, you're gonna regret this, Iris. Your mom is sorry.
No, that part made me laugh.
Bruh, like, simmer down. They're trying to help you. You're not supposed to be alive right now. And yes, and also another good point that Eric had. If you're the chosen one, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Unless so that just makes me think maybe the negative speed force is a annoying simp too. Because where's this hate for Barry coming from? Did it originate with Thawne, or did the negative speed force just have it for Barry at the same time?
Uh,
Are we ever gonna get an answer for that?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I just want fighting for the next episode. I don't care about nothing
Yeah,
else.
like I just want to see, like, and it looks like Eddie's going to give Barry some good um punches to the face a few times.
I'm
Yeah,
okay with that.
like
I'm
what?
intrigued to see what Zoom, because in the trailer he is on the street. I'm curious to see what that's about.
Yeah,
But that's
I'm
what
highly convinced that they're pulling all these villains from the time before their deaths.
I want. Jay to get his smoke with Zoom. That's all I want.
Oh, a
To lock it.
re-energized Jay, and this is the
Yo,
Jay that's been
oh my
re-energized.
gosh.
Oh, this Jay is powerful.
Him putting him in that helmet and dimming his powers for that long? Nah. He got
Please
And
hit
don't
his
have
get
Jay
back.
on the. Please don't have Jay on the floor. Like,
and also,
I
wouldn't
don't have it like I used to, kid.
you you remember in season 1 where he sees the helmet? Does he know
Yeah.
about Jay?
Who?
No, because remember he
Yeah,
died.
not Jay. Hunter Zolomon. When he saw the helmet of that came through the portal,
Well, that
he
was
goes, "Yeah, I gotta go."
that was Thawne. That was Thawne that said that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Does
Oh,
Thawne
do
know
Thawne know
about
about Jay?
I'm
Hunter?
Oh, do he know
I'm
about
sure he
Zoom?
does. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
because he
probably,
knew about
yeah.
Savitar. Yeah.
because
Oh yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
he?
yeah.
Because he is the future Reverse Flash, so wouldn't he
Yeah.
know
Yeah. Of
about?
course he knows. Of course he
Would
knows.
wouldn't he know about the final battle?
At
Uh
that point in time, no, because the timeline didn't change yet.
yeah.
Oh.
It's been several different timeline changes. Like, it's just insane how many. Yes, you're wrong. Thanks.
They're all equally bad.
It's no comparison.
Like all of them got like at least what 1 or 2 episodes that's
There is no
watchable.
9 of Arrow.
So if you watch them and you read the comics, then there's no reason for you to keep saying, "I wish that they would make them canon to the Earth Prime comic," because they already did. If you said you
It's
liked it,
already canon.
so what is it? It's a legit superhero's name with the same power set. Like, you've had an issue with this for over a week. It's literally, it's nothing wrong with the name. That's a literal superhero's name. I don't get it.
Wow, you're really far.
Am I missing? Am I missing something? What does that have to do with people?
Yeah, that's literally her hero
What
name.
So
people call their kids that in 2049? What?
he's technically 25 minutes behind on comments. Just letting everyone know.
Yeah, I'm just like catching up. These seasons are not equally.
Yeah, they are. They're all equally bad.
Bro, the Flash does not owe an ending to the entire Arrowverse. I will repeat that with every breath that I had.
It's called The Flash, not the Arrowverse. Just because it's the last show, each show should have wrapped them up their show up. Not because they were stupid and thought they could get on the thought they could get another season and everything would be fine. They fucked up, and
Yeah.
because of that, they had bad series finales, and it's not on the Flash's show to wrap them up because they screwed up.
Exactly. Why is she still operating? That's a better question. Robert gets it, beat in the cheeks. He's probably like Danielle. Yeah, I give you anything you want, Danielle. Yeah.
I mean, she's still really attractive though. So uh, her suit looks like Dreamer suit a little bit, just purple.
You mean neon every color?
Yeah, that was like that was just a terrible wig. And my thing is, why did you have to change her hair? She's already wearing a wig.
And how
Right.
is
How do you go
Chester's
from a terrible wig to a well, from a good wig to a terrible one?
and how is Chester having the same length of both the present and
I
the
don't know.
future?
He looked
Bart
exactly
is
the same.
Bart is at school.
Bart is on Broadway.
And he has a kid.
Yeah.
She hasn't seen Barry young. That just means future Barry is old.
He's like
She
40
hasn't
or
seen him in his
50.
prime in a long time.
Something brought up on funny on Twitter. Would
We
you
know future Barry
consider
does
it?
not have a beard because of the comics. They never animated him with a beard
Would
in that comic.
They
Would
should
you
have did that. That
consider
He
would have been
looks
it
the
cool.
cheating
same.
if
Is
hey
it cheating
Lance?
though?
Would you
Like that's still
consider?
your husband.
I mean, is it cheating
I
that
thought
if you
about that too.
yes? As someone
Cause I
brought
thought
up
when he
on
was talking to
Twitter,
her, I thought he was going to kiss her, and I was like, "Is this technically cheating?" I know it's
No,
still him, but not
they
him.
did this on the Orville though. They did this on the Orville.
No, I haven't watched it. I don't.
They did this on the Orville. A younger version of the captain's ex-wife showed up on the ship and he proceeded to date her.
What the heck? Okay,
oh my god,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that
that's
sounds
It
so
weird.
did
wrong.
not work because the younger version of her is different than the adult version in a lot of different ways.
Mm.
And then they sent her back to her own time. They thought they mind wiped her. They did not. So she declined their first date because she seen how that she seen how their whole relationship went and how they didn't work and it scared her. And then she created a flashpoint and ruined the entire universe. Yeah. Just based off not dating and getting married to this man. Yeah.
Wow.
You see, let's see. We've never seen reverse Flash versus Kid Flash. No, we have not. We've seen
I think,
Savitar versus Kid Flash.
I think Thawne
We
would
saw how that
body
turned
Wally.
out.
It's pretty much the same.
Their DNA would still be different, though.
I still have like, how does he know how to
Technically,
create a shield out of his
who?
lightning flash?
It's just making constructs.
I know that, but how does he know how to make constructs?
Didn't they do it in like season 7 or something like that?
Yeah, just a lightsaber is just a lightning rod, lightning bolt. Like
No, they did it. At least the
Same,
kids did it when they were
same way
fighting all them
Bart Nora
Gothies.
does it. The same way
Yeah, that's what
Wally
I'm
showed
saying.
him how to make a flower. It's just watching. Barry understands the Speed Force on a scientific level. So knowing how to do things like that, I mean, he made the shield back in Armageddon when he was fighting against
it's
what's his
just
name.
funny when he does it. It's like
It is.
It's the boots.
Yeah. I don't know. That fight between him and Nora was so good though. I need all these.
it went a
I'm
little
mad Wally
longer
not in this
than I
episode.
expected.
They could have did 4 speedsters versus 4 speedsters, man.
The forces aren't dead though, and the Speed Force isn't dead. There's nothing to recreate. The negative Speed Force is just overpowering them. It's nothing to recreate right now.
Wait, what did it say?
No, because why would you put a pregnant lady in danger? That's like just sending a bad message.
That's just common sense.
Andy has said that the series finale thoughts of the Flash are, as a whole, it's a solid series finale for the show with some incredible performances, and it echoes the show's heart, humor, and spectacle mantra.
When you say where you say that at?
Um,
What is on
it's
Twitter?
yeah. Hey, Train, nice to meet you.
We have trains
Hogwarts
in
back
Baltimore, but
in.
they don't be making sounds all the time.
I just live next to two train tracks, so
Oh, okay, that's why. But
So it
um
even
only
even
goes
the
one way.
metro, even the metro don't make noises like that. You might hear the little beep sounds it make when it stops and then like let the people on, but that's rare.
And he also says this is the Flash finale, not a
yeah.
series finale for the Arrowverse. So anyone expecting somehow a conclusion to the franchise, leave it at the door because this is Barry Allen's goodbye and not one for the franchise.
Yep. So I mean, whatever they do, I'll be is I'm just glad that they're getting to end on their own terms. I'm sure we're gonna get some amazing action. You guys don't you already know Barry missed some filming, so I expect it to be a few CGI scenes and a few green screen scenes to put him in certain shots. But
Yeah.
yeah, he got unfortunately he caught COVID during the last week of filming. So whatever we
So
get,
Zoom
I'm
will
just
be
glad that they're able to put something together. Whatever we get.
so technically Zoom will be talking to a green screen.
Zoom will be talking. Zoom will be talking to a body double. Zoom will have been talking to the stunt double for Grant.
His twin, his real life twin. No, he doesn't have a twin, people.
I just started Outer Banks on my channel.
Yes.
The negative forces and the speed forces are or have upset the like Red Death.
Andy is going hard on these people.
Well, they have like high expectations and he's cutting it down.
Yeah.
You already know people gonna complain about it anyway.
After the baby, obviously, Jesus, not mine, not mid, having it speedster healing on and all that. Did you hear that Eric Wallace pull from Office in the Lost and Angel finale?
Yeah, but that's not necessarily bad. It's just how like their series finales ended, but you can tell that the story is still meant to continue on in some way or form. I'm
It's
not mad at
also
that.
it's kind of like Smallville, where he just rips his shirt open and you never actually see him fully be
Yeah.
Superman, but you have the imagination and it runs wild.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Arrow, he's dead.
Yeah.
There's no imagination going wild.
I'm still mad about that, but nothing we can do.
Well, is he dead or is he secretly just alive on a different plane of existence?
Well, he's both because he both died and can't go back.
I think they're gonna explain the whole crystal thing.
I still don't understand why Eddie gets struck by red lightning and nothing happens to him, and it has to take a blue crystal to fully give him powers.
Because it's sexy.
And also, why didn't Reverse Flash have a freaking crystal outside of his chest?
Because it's sexy. You still playing? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Definitely do. especially because we're not going to have any fall TV thanks to the writer's strike.
Yeah.
I am using that clip.
You know, I heard. I
For season 3. You
you
just
know,
saw it.
I heard from a well-known friend of mine over on the metaverse in all its infinite wisdom that the studios do want to come and offer a deal with the Writers Guild of America because they kind of have to before the end of June. They want to make a deal. They want to strike a deal. And all the deals of twerking and twerking dumb and whatnot. But it's one studio holding them up, and that's Netflix.
Wow.
Yeah. Whatever in the world Netflix is thinking, they move around, dog.
It's Netflix. Like, you surprised?
Netflix
Yeah.
is the hand me down of TV shows.
Wow.
It didn't used to be.
If you want something alive, give it to Netflix. They will ruin it and they will give you 2 seasons and then cancel it. Like people think like Netflix is like the savior and HBO Max is the savior of your TV shows. No, they still cancel shit.
Yep.
And
Uh,
sometimes like literally they only give shows 2 seasons and then they cancel it because the cost it's too expensive. If a show goes past a like 7 seasons like Lone Star and uh, Orange is the New Black, it's only because it's cheap, easy to make, and
Orange
popular.
is the New Purple is my show. So
Sure. uh, funny story. Purple is actually a cuss word in my family. Instead of saying the F bomb, we say purple.
well, the only person that actually resurrected was Eddie. But technically, I guess you can say it resurrected Thawne from the dead a lot, or pulled him from a different point in the timeline.
So we technically pulled also from The Walking Dead because he was dead and now he's walking.
Yes, which is dumb. You pull your own content.
Yeah, and they backtracked on that. They're not pulling it.
Oh, they're not? Okay.
Yeah,
No.
they listened to the fans and like, okay, crap,
Oh,
can't do
sweet. They're smart.
that. Because the only thing that makes them different from every other streaming service is they don't pull content. And since they were pulling content, they would have lost a lot of subscribers. It makes them unique if they don't pull content. I hate like trying to. I have like a craving for a TV show that I really like, and Netflix 1 minute has it, and then next month they don't. I'm like, I was watching that. You own. You know.
Hmm. Did you guys hear about the gory Cinderella?
No, I heard about
What?
the gory Pooh Bear thingy.
Yeah, apparently they're making a gory Cinderella.
Why? Oh my
I don't know.
gosh.
I wouldn't say it's an excuse to keep her around. I just think that they're trying to be more inventive and it's failing more than anything.
Snow White and the Seven Killers.
You know what? I'd probably watch that. I'm not
I
gonna
think
lie.
it's a little bit of both. I don't know, Lightning Bolt. I don't know.
Peter
Hope
Pan
so.
and the kidnap of 20 kids.
They're not ruining it, but it's open domain, so you can do your own twist on any story you want, Mayada.
Yeah.
It's open domain, just like Winnie the Pooh.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Um, but we're about to wrap it up. This episode of Flash this week is the finale. Like it's done, finito, no more, no more love, no more Speed Force Speedy, no more running anywhere. It's over. It's done. It's dead. Bury it. No, I'm just playing. Don't bury it. I'm not ready. Um, this episode of The Flash is, I mean, Superman and Lois. I got Flash on the brain. This episode of Superman and Lois is going to be one that I've been waiting for because we get to see John Henry butting heads with Clark. We
Oh
haven't seen that
man,
since season one.
I'm gonna
So
love it.
yeah, yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. So we will be talking about that Monday. Don't forget that Monday will be more Flash centered, but we will be covering Superman and Lois. So come with your thoughts about the series as a whole, all the good stuff, the good, the bad, the mid. Just bring it all to the table. Um, actually, I might just do. I'm gonna make a to make it more organized. I'm gonna put up a like a Q&A tab on my community tab and on Twitter, and you guys just put your thoughts there, and then I'll make sure that they're brought up on the stream and we go over it that way. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping it does not let us down. Dang it, I can't unmute you. But I'm hoping it does not let us down. But guys, three dubs, do you think three dubs? It's been fun. I promise to be like fully awake next time, guys. I apologize. Just a long day. Like, share, subscribe. I'll take you guys later.